Wouldn't be that much of a surprise if she's getting paid $500,000 for something.
Wouldn't be that much of a surprise if she's getting paid $500,000 for some of these gigs. A Women in Business conference sold out instantly after announcing Caitlin Clark as the keynote speaker. It wasn't even a sports event, just shows the level Clark is at now, and it's driving her rivals crazy. While Angel Ree is busy with her podcast and the Unrivaled League, Clark is meeting top business leaders who pay her over $100,000 for just 30 minutes. She's making smart moves behind the scenes playing chess while others are playing checkers. Her game goes way beyond basketball. Now,
as far as I'm aware, for a half an hour of Caitlin Clark's time over Zoom, it's like $50,000. It's like $100,000 minimum for her to show up somewhere. And you would be thinking, if she's showing up outside of Indiana, you would think that it's going to cost her a couple of $100,000. It's going to cost a couple of $100,000.
What does this mean for the influence of women's sports? By the end, you'll understand why Caitlin Clark's moves off the court might be even more powerful than her legendary skills on it.
A Women in Business conference is now sold out with her as a keynote speaker. Pennsylvania Chambers of Business Industry, with her as the, main keynote speaker.
Caitlin Clark didn't just sell out a basketball arena. She sold out an entire Women in Business conference. We're talking about top executives and industry leaders scrambling to get tickets the moment her name was announced as the keynote speaker. This wasn't a sports event. It was a serious business conference, a place where people usually go to network and talk industry trends, and yet it sold out instantly, all because of a rookie basketball player. That kind of impact is usually reserved for names like Warren Buffett or Oprah. Most athletes struggle to make waves outside their sport, but Clark is breaking those barriers in her first year, like a new employee being handed the keys to the executive suite.
We know she sells out basketball games. That's a given. We all know that. Caitlin Clark sells out basically any basketball venue that she sets foot in. And not only that, we have now got Caitlin Clark selling out something that isn't basketball.
These aren't basketball fans looking for autographs. These are Fortune 500 CFOs, Silicon Valley tech founders, and venture capitalists. They're paying top dollar for conference tickets because they see Caitlin Clark as a business phenomenon, someone they can actually learn from. The
funniest thing about this is
compare this to other WNBA rookies in their first off-season. Most are focused on building their brands, trying to grow their social media following, and looking for exposure. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is turning down opportunities because her schedule is already packed. She's not chasing attention. The opportunities are chasing her.
Money? What do you mean by savor? Do you want her to go on the freaking Unapologetically Angel podcast? Do you want her just to rock up at Unrivaled? To be fair, her playing Unrivaled, I'm not saying that was a bad thing. I wanted her playing Unrivaled. Selfishly wanted her playing Unrivaled. Do you want her to, I don't know, do more young people things? I don't even know what young people things are. In fairness to her agent, this is where the money is. The real money is old money. I'm telling you, the real money is old money. And she's there being around old money.
Clark's approach to building her network shows impressive business smarts. She's intentionally connecting with the 40-plus crowd wealthy business professionals who control serious resources. She and her team understand that real influence and long-term financial power often come from seasoned industry leaders, not just younger fans on social media.
The funniest thing about it, it's like, people are like, oh, she needs to stop just meeting people in their 40s. She was literally meeting with Serena Williams and Eli Manning. She was at the damn NFL conference.
Caitlin Clark is smart about how she connects with people. She's not just talking to other athletes, she's also building relationships with powerful professionals, like healthcare, CEO Maria Johnson, and investment expert David Chin. These are people who control big money decisions for companies. They could become business partners, speaking opportunities, or investors, and they see Clark as someone with a sharp business mind. The fact that her conference sold out shows she's more than just an athlete. Now she's becoming a respected business figure, getting attention in boardrooms just like she does on the basketball court. Her basketball skills opened the door, but her smart networking and business mindset are taking her even further. When you've
screwed up millions, you gotta find a way to make her back those millions. And it's easy. It's actually easy. I don't think Caitlin Clark wants to be Like, she doesn't seem like a person that wants to be a socialite. And again, there's nothing wrong if she is, if that was what she wanted, but it does not seem like that's what she wants. It seems like her idea of the only time you really see her not at like not something for fun, a lot of the time is she's either at a concert or she's at a
We're seeing a new model of athlete entrepreneurship take shape. Caitlin Clark is placing herself right at the intersection of sports and business. Something very few athletes manage this early in their careers. Yes, these elite connections turn into partnerships, endorsements, and investment deals. Clark isn't just changing women's basketball. She's rewriting the playbook on how athletes can use their platform to build lasting empires in the sold-out conferences. That's just the visible tip of her business iceberg.
Caitlin Clark makes more from giving a 30-minute talk than her entire season of WNBA season. According to Agecroft Partners CEO Don Steinberg, he reached out to Caitlin Clark to see if she could do a 30-minute virtual talk for the conference. This was during the WNBA's mid-season break when Caitlin time off for not getting selected for the Olympics. Clark's team revealed her virtual speaking fee started at $100,000.
Behind closed doors, corporations are writing checks that'll leave you stunned. Someone recently tried to book Caitlin Clark for what seemed like a simple speaking gig, only to be hit with a price tag that shifted everything $0 for just 30 minutes of her time. And here's the crazy part, they're not walking away, they're saying yes, like...
Known this. And, like, obviously this is old news, I think, but, like, it's coming to the surface again, so I think it's relevant to speak on it again. That, like, she makes more in a virtual meeting.
This staggering rate, earning in 30 minutes what many Americans make in a whole year, breaks down to over $3,300 per minute. Just to hear Caitlin Clark speak, companies aren't negotiating, they're competing for spots in her packed schedule. One Fortune 500 client said after a session, her insights completely transformed our executive team's approach. Her virtual presence commands premium rates too, with Zoom calls going for around $50,000 per hour. Clark regularly conducts these digital meetings for executives who value her perspective beyond basketball. These virtual engagements let her maximize earnings while minimizing travel time.
One, if she shows up to somewhere, you're probably paying her $2,000 to $3,000 or $200,000 to $300,000, or it's free. I think she probably does a lot of things for free. That would be my prediction, is that if she wants to be somewhere and she just wants to help out, she'll do quite a few things for free. But if she's not doing it for free, I would say her cost is crazy.
Clark's team has crafted a brilliant 2T-tire strategy for her speaking calendar. When causes she cares about reach out, Clark often appears for free, using these charity appearances to build goodwill and reinforce her values. But for corporations, her fees skyrocket, as one insider put it. If Clark isn't doing an event for free, her cost is crazy high. This selective pricing strategy gives her full control. By keeping this sharp contrast, Clark ensures she's never seen as Mona-driven, while still commanding premium rates from those who can afford them.
Which would mean, if Steinberg is true, Clark made a minimum of $600,000 from speaking engagements alone. Caitlin Clark fans quick point out that they've had 6 speaking gigs that Caitlin's had in the past year. And with all the speaking gigs, I think some of them she showed up in person, and others obviously would be online. I think all the online stuff for like random companies.
These speaking engagements have turned into a major revenue stream for Caitlin Clark. Last season alone, she earned at least $600,000 from speaking, surpassing her WNBA salary. While she's making headlines on the court, she's also building wealth off it. The contrast with other WNBA stars is clear. While Angel Reese focuses on her podcast and the unrivaled league, Clark is building a speaking empire, generating more revenue with less time invested. One corporate talk earns Clark more than most players make from multiple games in alternative leagues.
I think if it's a random company that there's no reason for her to be like really going out of her way to promote, then she's probably getting paid a boatload of them.
Clark's brand strategy is highly selective. She carefully evaluates each opportunity based on her long-term vision, not just the immediate payoff. This approach helps preserve her brand value and drives her speaking fees even higher. The scarcity of her appearances creates a premium price for her time.
Caitlin Clark obviously is not doing anything.
The economics are staggering. Clark can earn more in a single-hour Zoom call than many make in weeks of competition, without the physical toll, injury risk, or time demands of additional league play. She's creating an entirely new model for athlete entrepreneurship. While others compete for attention in crowded spaces, Clark is turning her existing exposure into premium revenue streams, something few athletes, especially this early in their careers, have managed to do.